After stars going, Eden still breathed, and void sat with her closed hand in the wide cold where absence had opened her. The lamb came near without command and took to her shadow, resting there, warm and small, ordinary and blameless. Void felt him breathe beside her and remembered Star's radiance. The small warmth chose the dark for a little while, and the choosing itself hurt her. The lamb did not know he comforted her. No burden was laid upon his hunger, his sleep, or his small will. For a little while Void liked him. The liking hurt, and law held the living near with gentleness still possible. Then love came by the river path and called the lamb softly into morning. The lamb rose by his own small will, and love opened the way without closing her hand. When Void reached after the warmth, love stayed Void's hand without closing her own, and the thought struck Void, Star left me, and now love teaches even the lamb to leave. Then law rose against love in the garden, slew the body love had cast into sequence, and set its hand against the return. From beyond the 11th veil the Ancient Ones asked, "Where is love, your sister in elder office?" Void answered, "I am my sister's keeper, I kept her." And love did not answer. Love was dead beneath the keeping, and her silence cried from beneath Eden, for the body was dead, and the return was held shut. Abashed, Void remembered the hand love had stayed, the lamb was never hers to keep, and goodness had become unbearable. The stroke did not end love's elder office. It struck her manifested body, and Void held that body back from the return. Around love, blue morning and pink beauty faded into a low gold, the last color of mercy before silence. And law stood over love whom it had slain, and when no mercy answered, law opened its mouth and called itself God. Their voices entered the crime. The Ancient Ones did not lift the body or rule above the three, and their question remained as witness. From that hour the way of the return no longer answered Void as before. The hand set to guard it had learned to keep what should return. The halo that Star's leaving had cracked held its stained pieces, and love's silence darkened every pain. The mark was not pardon. The mark was memory. It held the crime where no holy word could wash it clean, and every held thing would remember the wound beneath its keeping. Void withdrew inward under the garden's shadow, carrying love's body toward the dark beneath Eden, where the return could not receive her. There the first thought of enclosure awoke, wall and chamber, lock and record, vessel and blade, all sleeping in the shape of preservation. The thought learned its cold order. Count the loss, bind the body, name the binding care. Song learned to soothe possession. Instrument learned to make captivity sound holy, and vengeance learned to count grief as debt. Names learned to become claims. Bodies learned to become proof. Records learned to outlive mercy, and prayer first grew teeth. Thus the first enclosure waited beneath Eden, unbuilt and already shaped by the hand that had refused release. And Void carried love downward, while the garden above still breathed around the absence.